this is exactly back in the day, the music made me feel.
Yeah.
And I was able to reach this flow that nothing's matter around me. Wow. Like a remembrance, you know, like a memory that was deep in my mind. And I'm like, this is why I was doing that. And I'm like, you didn't even listen to what I'm doing. So it's like, oh, I don't care. I need a woman white DJ. And I'm like, this is piss me off. So for me, it's kind of controversial because...
Join the journey, stay for a while.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of KohPhanCast, the official podcast of Phangan Island. And this week with me, DJ Angelica. Angelica has been DJing since 2005, since she was 21. We sat and talked about being a female DJ in a male-dominant area, the beauty standards and how it manifests itself through social media in 2025, what it means being dedicated to your craft, and so many more things. Cannot wait to share this conversation with you. Guys, before we get to it, most of you are still not subscribed. Subscribe to the channel, like this video. We are approaching 500 subscribers. I am very excited about that. Thank you so much for the support and the likes and the shares. And let's get into it. KohPhanCast. Enjoy the episode, guys. Angelica.
Hello.
Thank you so much for being here with me. I've been knowing you for a couple months now, I think. And I've been following you around and I've been seeing that like you're super dedicated to what you do. And like I like to start this with some compliments to my guest. I just see it relaxes people, so why not? Complimenting is my kind of a love in life. So I've been seeing you, I've been hearing your sets, and you're doing an incredible job as I see it. Like we got to know each other in an event, I think, that also I think either your boyfriend or like Alvi.
Alvi, my friend.
Friend, yeah. And I've been seeing some of your sets, which has amazing music, and it's so broad, you know, the type of music you play and the things that you're doing. So thank you for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And for the people out there that does not know you, 30, 40 seconds on Angelica, who are you?
Okay, 30 seconds. Let's go.
You can have 40, 50.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No pressure.
So I'm from Canada. I've been around for about a year and a half, on and off for booking. So I do a little bit of tour in different country. So I'm in my home base in Phangan, which is my favorite island, my favorite place in the world. Slowly, I'm getting there, right? So I work really hard. I hate knowing and hearing people say it's super easy to be DJ.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. So it takes hours and hours and hours and hours of my time, and I work every day, to be honest. So to be where I'm at the moment, it takes a lot of determination and focus on, and I'm a very get-ahead person also. So I work very hard, and then you seeing now the result, right? It's paid off slowly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like we just talked about it, like after 11 years in the craft, like at some point you're gonna get like persistency. At the end of the day, we're gonna jump right in, but persistency at the end of the day is the main key, you know. As long as you're gonna keep doing your craft and go more and more deeper into your skill and hone it, and like, oh, this I can do better, and the mixes can be better, and the music can be more correlated to me. So every step that you do like that will take you eventually to where you want to be if you're patient enough until things are gonna come.
Yeah,
you know. So before we're talking about right now, let's go back. Like, what made you fall in love with DJing? Like, guide me through a little bit of your start.
So I started in 2005. I've been quite active for 8 years back in the day. To be honest, it's a little guilt thing, but to be honest, I actually wanted to revenge my ex, which is a very good DJ, very talented, and was pretty famous at that moment back in my place. And actually, so he's quite of a hustle, so I just decided to to show myself up and to like, oh, I'm already into the scene. I already knows, like the same network. I'm already out and I really love music. So let's become DJ. And I had a lot of support from DJ very established there, also very experienced DJ. And I'm like, fuck you. I will become DJ.
Well, bro, you messed with the wrong chick.
So I was 21 just to leave it of context. I was 21 at that moment. But funny part, actually I took a long break after 8 years of my career. I got sick of it for different reason, and also like study as a psychologist actually for kids and family. So I took a long break, and then I came back in 2022 for another guy. But like it's a different story. But he pushed me to go get back in the scene. I'm like, oh, I'm not sure if I'm ready, and he's like, yeah, that stage is pretty good. It's a Burning Man in Canada. So I'm like, okay, I will. So I jumped into the challenge that he actually threw me up, and I'm like, let's do it. So I made it, and I won one practice. I played for the first time in 10 years almost at that stage, which is a really good stage at that event. And then that started like this. And then the passion, that's burning again. I was never away from music though. I was doing other projects. But yeah, just like so much, that's bringing me so much joy. And I was so like, I missed this part of me, right?
Yeah.
It's been quite like a long time that I've been doing that in like constantly, week after week.
Yeah, a lot of details to the story, so I have a couple questions about that. 2005, from which scene did you started over there?
Interesting. After hours.
Yeah.
So I'm really deeply like more in the after hour and underground scene.
Yeah.
So when I start actually, so I played an after hour, almost just after hours like venue, back in Quebec actually, Canada. And so I'm, I've been like really going in rave like the 2019s was very different scene, right?
Yeah.
So going in rave, like you can barely see the DJ. Everything is kind of dark. The lightning is approximately something.
Yeah.
And everyone is a little bit fucked up.
Yeah.
Also,
just a little. Nothing too much, mom.
Exactly. And then so that was a very very interesting. So I've been kind of deep into like the techno music, I would say, mostly techno music, house, minimal, a lot of minimal from different genre that I could say we're more away from the commercial music. I never really been into commercial music, so been really going in raving for real, like the what is called like the jewelry, like all colorful, the little backpack like teddy bear, this kind of vibe.
Yeah. So like usually when someone start DJing, like their first thought is like, okay, I want to make also my own music. Like, did you have this thought while starting your career, 2005? Completely different to make music then from now. But did you have thoughts about, I'm going to make my own, I'm going to do my thing? Or the thought was immediately, I'm going to be a DJ? Because those are two different branches of what you can do with your career.
That didn't pop up in my mind at that time. Especially I was at school, right?
Yeah.
So I never like bachelor degree, master degree. So I never had time for this, to be honest. And so my career was taking a lot of time. I've been part of an agency also. So like just, doing the on the side DJ stuff that what today is still even more. And then but that's always, I've been surrounding a lot of producer also. So I always had this in mind, more, I would say, more than I'm back now that I'm back. Definitely I want to bring, I want to have like this, I would say like it's kind of given birth, right?
Yeah. It's
super interesting process, but I don't see myself to have time at the moment, definitely, because I'm managing all my social media, YouTube, and all different platforms on, going to network and doing, making out my booking and stuff and my website and so on, the travel and everything.
That's exactly it. 2005, 2010, when you wanted to be a DJ, you just needed good music.
Yeah, definitely.
These days, you gotta be an entrepreneur. You gotta manage your things, either to have like a booker and an agency and this and that. So, as a person that 2005 today, what's the biggest difference that you see from DJing over there and right now these days?
It's become kind of a brand, eh? So I notice like definitely the music change, but also the way to the DJ put themselves. I'm not speaking about everyone. I'm not generalize.
Yeah.
But I see now it's more like the DJ become kind of a rock star.
Yeah.
It's always in front of the camera. So nice, you need to show up to look beautiful, to, like your mix is very good when like everyone watching in social media.
Yeah.
The track is like the track of, everyone love. Quick also, like I that's the Instagram thing also when it comes to I didn't have Instagram. Actually, I have Instagram for 2.5 years, to be honest. So I build it out slowly. I get used to slowly, but back in the day, you doesn't need to show this little micro part of yourself, you said. That was the entire thing.
Yeah.
So that was the mix that you make live.
Yeah.
That was the reality. So come to you at your show, and then, oh wow, I love your set. I love your skills, because back in the day, sync. Like I start with vinyl also, but very very old school. That was CDG 100.
Yeah.
The one controller with like little wheel that
getting a headache just thinking about it. Yeah.
If you micro touch,
Yeah.
you hear that.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god! So you needed to be super careful to go up and down to reach the 0.01.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, of course, that's the biggest difference also in my eyes, since like between the scene that used to be and today. But like also, as I see it, it's kind of the biggest difference also in humanity. Like it's not even only the scene. Like we are living right now in a society that glorifies the personal.
Yeah.
That even if you're like if you're like a psychologist, you will also need to have your brand and talk on Instagram with people sometimes to get yourself out there, to get more bookings. So I'm trying to think, is it about the scene that we're at, or just the core principle of what it means being a human? Because if like everybody needs to have social media now to be seen in some point, and like the
shine.
Yeah, so it's all shifted, and then we're trying to take it to, okay, so it's all about how you dressed and how you look and who you are and what you say and how controversial you are and what you're gonna bring to the table, and it's the love for the music. Sometimes feel like it's kind of gone, but then it's kind of also it really depends on the circles that you're in. Like, I know I'm super lucky to be around people that do care about the music, about the essence. Like, I don't think people are inviting me to play because of my tattoos or because how good my smile is.
Yeah.
But like, it's just for you, like seeing as even more as a female DJ, like, guide me for how you see what's going on right now in the scene that you are involved in.
So, for me, it's kind of controversial because, like, I love seeing a beautiful man, a beautiful woman performing. It's like, I don't have, I don't bother. It's not something related to, so being cute or not, but it's had a little extra. So for me, if you talented, skills, and you look great, you smile, you like really generous of your person, I love you. But the thing is, what is controversial is like, because the popularity of like all the social media and what you have to show, as look, as you smile, your beauty, your body, and everything, makes the thing a little bit more sad than before. So you didn't do to show. I mean, I know I got booking back in the day because I was cute, and I was even more cute than now. So, and I know, and today it's even more real.
Yeah.
And I'm very sad and disappointed about the scene. I'm not again generalize about that, but I know there's some venue, there's some organizer, booker, they book you because of that. And they never even listen to your set. They never even seen you live. Lately, I've been facing this kind of situation with, apparently they run big party in India and stuff. And the Indian guy come to me and I'm like, you didn't even listen to what I'm doing. So he's like, oh, I don't care. I need a woman white DJ. And I'm like, this is pissed me off. Actually, that scared me. It scared me because what you really want is not me.
Yeah.
It's what I show, right? And what I look, I know I do like nice shooting also and stuff. So I look great on picture and video and stuff, but I don't want you to book me for that.
Yeah.
Please don't do.
There's a huge difference between booking you for something that you have control on, that is your skills, that is the music that you're choosing to put out, and picking you based on something that was randomly generated by the universe for you, how you look, or the fact that you're a woman, or whatever it is. And just, I'm trying to look at it from the perspective of the organizer, because the dude just wants people to come to the venue, so also, this is not something that we should put on the organizer. I'm not saying you are, but it is disappointing. But what we are disappointed at is the organizers, is the promoters, or is it again this core system that we have as humans right now and how we live, like we are so into what's going on outside because we are so scared of feeling something because everything is so traumatic these days, like the past 5 years since COVID and wars and bullshit, and we are so scared to show emotions because it shows us that we're weak or something. And now I'm gonna ask you the same exact question, but instead of having the hat of the DJ, you're gonna have the hat of the psychologist or the person that learned the psychology. Where do you think it comes from? Why do you think we are so attached to these beauty standards, to the female DJ that are looking good and jumping there, even though sometimes we know that's the only reason they're there?
I think, maybe we attached to something a little bit artificial because of one of the reasons you mentioned. But I would say because of we live in a society that everything goes fast. Everything should be perfect. Everything should be productive. Everything should be right on and stuff. And so if you see, and we scroll. And if we see, the beautiful DJ. I listen to 10 seconds of her track. I love her. Nice. I follow her. So now I become her, she's become a brand, and that's also, so that's part of the, the growing of the industry of the social media. Back in the day, I didn't have social media, but I had Facebook and I have TV, and everything was around Facebook. And that was not, I never seen this kind of 10-second flash, that you can scroll so fast like that, and you suddenly it's access to something, right? Suddenly you attract, and then you're curious, and then you want more. Back in the day, you're like, I'm listening now to this DJ, which is playing that set, and then I'm like maybe 30 minutes of his, So that was like we're sitting and we're watching a show, and we kind of like we judging, or we giving an opinion about this person, this DJ, by knowing this person. Because you don't know. You scroll, you just look the picture, you don't know this person. Actually, is it is it real? Is it AI now?
Yeah.
With the AI situation,
That's
is
the
it
thing.
crazy?
That's the thing. It is crazy, like because you are getting already like on YouTube at places DJ sets of DJs that are AI created. So at the end of the day, okay, the DJ is AI, the music is AI these days. A lot of the music also is AI generated, and slowly, right now it's not the best. Yeah, so we can still put a finger. Oh, this is real. This is not. But at the end of the day, like we are going to get better and better and better at creating AI, and we will get to the point that we don't even know what's real and what's not.
Yeah.
And then I'm even getting to the point of thinking like, at our point, like, doesn't even matter if it's real or not. Like sometimes it feels like
It's
we
scary.
already living in a dream, that like in a simulation or whatever you want to call it, that it's already not that real, but suddenly we are being shown how to make it, and like engines like Suno now that makes like AI music, and like as long as you're using those things as a tool to get better at what you're doing, no
It's fine.
problem.
Exactly.
But if you're making,
Replace.
if it replaces the need for you to activate your brain to do something with yourself, oh, okay, AI will do it, AI will do it, AI will do it. And even these days,
I'm sure there's DJ doing that. I'm sure there's DJ go in like AI, and then they just have show me a playlist exactly what I'm gonna play tonight.
Absolutely. And honestly, do I even blame the DJ for doing it? That's a source of income. You get your bread, like it's all about.
But is it not like something also that could bring like the DJ, everyone is a DJ and everyone playing the same also?
I already think we're kind of there. Like we live on an island that is mostly like, let's say, house techno scene kind of vibe. If you go on 1 week to 5 parties, what's the chance that you're gonna hear the same tracks in all those 5 parties? Probably will happen, and like I am rooting for the new for the creative people that will come and show us something new, because at the end of the day, that's what will win, the creativity of people. I still believe it, no matter how beautiful she will be or whatever this will be, or how at the end of the day it will be matter about skills, about the playlist, because when someone is unique, people will feel they're unique.
Yeah, that's the point that I want to bring on, because back in the day, that was the uniqueness and the creativity and the skills and the music, the quality of the track, and the quality also of the download, right? So everything's this matter way more than anything else.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of like the opposite, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, just wonder also, like, just play Spotify. Just put Spotify there, and then,
and
but
let someone
it's
stand there and
happen. And then, and then the little dance, and then the, I'm so sexy.
Yeah.
And then that would be your DJ. Or screen,
And
or screen, and this AI will do some crazy stuff, and then you will have this prepared playlist.
And then it makes me think like, so now we even like this all glorification of a person, like we both are DJs. What's the thing with someone standing there, and a lot of, like, it used to not even be about the DJ itself.
That was
People
music.
used to
Music
dance.
matters. That is
but now
the
you
most
see a lot
important.
of crowds, like so many clubs in the US and Ibiza and things like that people are not dancing anymore. It's just the phone raised up like that.
Yeah.
You have the 12 rows of people that are just with phones, and then a couple in the back that are actually dancing. It's like a war on attention span. It's like the war on the mind, and we see it happens, and we're not doing anything about it. Like,
I've seen a shift lately, though. Like, there's a kind of a core of the population. They pointed out, and they speak out about that, and they want the like the scenes going back a little bit to 10 years ago, by example. I'm so agree with it.
Yeah.
And that's nice. I'm kind of polarized in between. I love seeing video and picture of this DJ and this event.
Yeah.
But there's place to, there's a space for these people There's a place to do it. There's, there's a way to not, because it's hiding the view also from the crowd. So you can imagine that if you in the third row or fourth row, and then what you see in front of you, it's the phone, all you can really, you can enjoy by just get into the music and stuff. But those days people need to see. So we look at the DJ, what he's doing, his tricks, the way that he behave and everything. And you want to have this interaction with this DJ. So if you have all those phone in front of you, it's cut the flow, right?
Yeah. And like, I wish we could, like, at any club do like a no phone policy and
no phone this zone
in the
this zone.
dance floor. But it draws us even to a deeper problem that is like how attached we are to our phone. I recently had to go on a 2 days vacation out of my phone because it completely fucked with my brain, and I was like, at what point, what's the core, like, what's the gap between trying to help yourself with being on your phone and trying to help others and getting yourself out there, and completely going mad? Because I don't even think like our brain was meant to have such incredible capacity of information coming into us at any given moment. And the WhatsApp messages and the Instagram and the Facebook and whoever uses Snapchat these days, whatever, and all of those platforms that will just want you to be more connected and more connected. But more connected to what? Because at the end of the day, you will put up your phone, you will scroll, 3 hours will go by and you will feel empty.
Yeah. If we think about the addiction that's brought us, right? Or that's great, definitely. It's like super hard to even like think that I will be like, you did 2 weeks? 2 weeks.
I
It's a lot, 2 weeks. Just to think about 1 day. I'm like, where's my phone? Like, what's going on online? Did I get some like, all nice? Oh, did I miss some nice track? They're just out, and then it's never ending. Or my need is so much bigger in terms of like this this new reality. That's a new reality for me. Like
it's almost like unbearable to think like I'm during a Vipassana that I went to 10 days, no phone, and I'm still checking my pocket because I think I lost my phone somewhere. So at some point you're like, okay, so our mind is being theft, like our mind is being stolen from us as we see. What kind of ways do we have to get it to not happen? Like how can we use like our most precious, one of our most precious tools is our mind, is our attention, is our consciousness, and if we let it day by day, hour by hour, minute by minute getting stolen from us, like where will we end up? Where are we going with it?
That's the new AI generation. So that's probably that's probably a compensation at some point for some people, right?
What kind of compensation? Elaborate on that.
I mean, if we go to that direction and we trust and we rely on AI, at some point it's another addiction, right? It's another way that we're having a hard time to go without our phone or computer somewhere. Like, still, I'm like, 10 days. This is insane. 10 days. Oh my God. Oh, I can do it. And then, so now we have so much information, so much, it's so accessible and to AI. So I think it's a compensation to our limitation. For sure, it is. But this is scary because also if we think about the scene, like and if we go that way and the AI took place and will be like the first, the first in front. We should to definitely protect our scene.
Definitely we should, and that's please, festival organizers, party organizers, phone-free dance floors, for the love of God. It will make all of us be much better. As ravers, as DJs, we will all have way more fun. Please. in a different, not different subjects, but different area. Like
Or more connection with each other also,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And
which
reach out the flow. It's so important. Like there's people, they never reach out this, you know, like being completely immersed in the DJ set.
Yeah.
Or like completely, you know, like lately I've been, I want to mention that because
for it, of
if
course.
we talk about the
Yeah,
female
yeah.
DJ, Nina Kravitz. I seen Nina Kravitz a few months ago at Utopia, actually.
Yeah.
And which is one of the model that I have back in the day also. And because she's beautiful, but she's creative, she's really artistically skilled,
boundary crossing.
she's extremely talented. She's doing her own thing also, and the way that she behaves, she has kind of a persona very interesting, because it's not like I'm so beautiful and I'm showing. She's like have like this kind of spirit that you can see from her. You're like, she's from another planet. And it's super interesting. But I'm sure that she been doing some art theater, something back in the day.
Or she's just authentic. Maybe she's just herself. And people can see it.
Exactly.
You know,
this is super important. That's shining through, right? But also at the first second to the last second at her set, I've been completely captivated completely by what she was doing. And I'm like, this is exactly back in the day the music made me feel. And I was able to reach this flow that nothing's matter around me. And I'm like, just wow, this is what I would love to be in DJ also. This is what I like to be an artist and stuff. Not like looking at my phone every 5 minutes because something else happened, and then just being there in the present moment and completely immersed by the experience, which is when we speak about phone, when we speak about, you know, all the distraction. It's super, like, I'm sure there's like, you know, new generation, they never had this experience. And this is a growing experience. When you reach that experience and that moment and you completely fully present and immerse, it's like, it's changed everything. And you understand more everything.
Exactly. And that was even the main goal of music, of parties. You know, through frequencies that you make music out of, you are connecting yourself to the present moment, and you allow yourself to get a surge of energy to come out of you that releases things in your brain, and you can feel better and you can feel more relaxed. We came there to dance. We didn't came there because we were like, this and this is performing. I gotta go with the best camera and take 45,000 photos. You know, we came there to dance. We came them to allow ourselves a little bit of break from
the reality and the outside world.
To go back inside. And the more we are, again, couple last words on the phones, attached to our like media and it's something about the fear of missing out. I've been there, look at me, I've been there, instead of just knowing that you're there because you're gonna go through an experience and allow yourself to just fall into the experience. But again, it connects back to the fact that like we are kind of scared to feel, because there's always a camera everywhere, there's always judgment everywhere. Like we are so tend to be blocked in our minds, like here kind of less on that, and there's a little bit more free will people. But a lot of people out there are just so blocked in their mind that it's like, oh, this is what it is. This is the box that I live in. This is my comfort zone. And stepping out of it is a threat on my existence, and I'm going to attack. You know, instead of understanding that their comfort zone is a cage that they lock themselves in. Maybe a golden cage, but it doesn't mean that it's not a cage. And then you're like, okay, not even related to music, being stuck in your comfort zone. How do you step out?
It's something that I keep practicing for years and years and years. And that's also why I can consider myself like a nomadic DJ, or not, you know, like nomadic person. I'm based in Phangan, but I know that at some point there will be, you know, something else, and I will be able to move on. And because I've been moving on for the last years also, but also like accepting to change. And that's why also like I'm not attached. If we can step into like this, like the fact that I'm not static DJ.
Yeah.
I'm also a DJ who play different genre.
Yes.
For me, it's part of the change, and this part also that accept the way I'm changing and I'm evolving.
Yeah.
So for me, it's stuck in the mind and maybe closed mind to think that I will never play that genre. I will never get into this direction. I will never, I really want to, I want, and I'm still like learning and I'm still open my mind and all the things. It's new for me to play Psytrance, by example. And it's new for me to like really get into the scene. And I'm like, this is actually amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? 5 years ago, I never, I was going, some festival, checking out a little bit, dip my feet there 50 minutes ago, and now I'm like, I can spend hours and days to go at those parties. And I'm like, I don't want to be closed-minded, and I don't want neither to refrain me to evolve. And it's so shocking sometimes. Lately, actually, I had a refuse from one of the organizers that I was chatting with him and stuff. And that's been actually someone recommend me and stuff. And as soon as he knows that I play different genre, no, I'm not interested. I'm like, why? It's like, I'm not picking some DJ who play different genre than what we play. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So that was not because I'm not playing this genre. I have genre exactly that I'm sure that would fit with your organization. I've been there a few times, so I know.
Yeah.
But because I said I play psytrance, and then I Zen Beach, by example, I will play like some organic, deep house, down tempo, progressive and stuff. I don't play that genre at this venue, by example. It's not. It's not because I'm not playing this genre neither. Like I don't play only this genre. Is not because I don't like different genre.
Of course, sounds like a very narrow-minded person. Again, it is what it is. And some people will tell you something that will be like the reason that you're like, oh, then I don't want to play for you. If like, okay, so you are gonna put yourself in a box, it's your problem. You cannot put me in a box.
Yeah.
Like we are both DJs. We can play whatever we want.
Definitely. And back in the day, that was not a problem.
It shouldn't be a problem.
No.
Like
there was some set, like if I by example, there was some set Carcox.
Yeah.
So Carcox used to play techno, you play house, but like if you listen to his set from the beginning to the end, is it playing only one genre? Not at all.
Of course.
And that was not identified to this DJ played this genre, but is not playing the other genre, and is not were seen to play other. That was not a genre DJ. You know what I mean?
It's so outdated, this thought of like, oh, you don't only play this genre, so we cannot have you. Look at Charlotte DeWitt and Asterix doing sets together, like coming from the techno and the hard trance, and like it's all like we're all doing it for love.
Yeah.
It's only for the love, for the game, for the profession.
This, huh?
Yeah, and it's like. It's so weird that someone would tell you like, oh no, sometimes in your spare time you also play psytrance.
So no,
like,
sorry.
Yeah, so you're
I don't work with
or like just like those are the same exact notes being making on the same exact software, just couple points in the BPM higher. Like again, people will show you who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether they like it or not, or they're doing it unconscious or not, it's their problem.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we just need to be super
authentic to
ourselves.
So if I want to play psytrance, I want to play psytrance.
That's it.
And if I hide myself because I play psytrance, but some days I play tech house, or I play techno, or I play minimal. This has become a problem. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't want to take this on my shoulder. I mean, if I like this and I feel aligned to play this, the frequency or something to resonate with me. That's why I'm playing psytrance now, because I'm like, this is actually healing. This is actually so good to me.
Yeah.
I'm not going in some direction or some BPM or whatever or some genre because I don't feel resonate with me.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the same with some house that I don't play.
Yeah.
That's the same, so other genre that I don't play. So if I feel it's right for me, it's good for me, it's aligned with my frequency, my vibration, I will play that.
Absolutely.
And it's an insult to a DJ who play different genre that's been refused to a gig because he's playing different genre. Other than that, to open your mind and you think, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And this DJ is able to play this genre. I mean, I will never play a techno set, and I will go to minimal after, and I will go to psytrance.
Yeah.
No
Nonsense. Yeah, unless you're doing
I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, I know the progression of the genre, the keys, the key matching, and everything, and the harmonic. I will not doing that. So I will not never play a set like all disorganized like that with everything and nothing. But I will play that set, psytrance, at this venue because I like it. And because it's challenged me also. Seriously, it's super challenging.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, okay, now I have to spend tons and tons and tons of hours to find really track that I really love, to go in this direction with the progression of my genre and my set. To actually to see what I really like. It's also like curiosity, right? I open my mind and I'm like, okay, good. So this is what is represent me, or this is what I really feel for me. This is this direction that I'm going with this genre. So it's good to me, and I'm happy actually. But it makes hours and hours and hours or way more time to spend in my career, right? But at some points it's like I feel like more than I'm looking at some DJ who play different genre, I'm like, good job.
Absolutely.
Good job.
Absolutely.
This is hard.
Yeah,
this is not easy.
There's a definition that is called the collector. We have a lot of music. Like I have a library of 3,000 tracks that goes all the way from 125 to 180. And I will play whatever I see fit because that's why you bring me. You bring me for my skills. But when we are approaching a society of DJ is a product,
an identity.
Yeah, it's a product. It's like some organizers and promoters are like, because I can see like I have DJs that are big, like friends that are big DJs, and you see them fly around like 30 times whatever, like 20 times a month, and they are a little symbol, like a little toy that is being placed from a place to a place to a place to a place. And honestly, that kind of lifestyle is crazy in my eyes. Just being able, of course, expanding your music.
The day after in Brazil, and the day before in Europe, and then the 3 days after I'm now back in US, and then I've seen that many times. Also, it's part also to being part of an agency and
how
to
can
be
we
the lead of
milk
someone
this guy
else.
more and more for his music, for his talent, for another hour in the lineup without even considering, is it even healthy?
Yeah.
You know, how can you like, I'm not trying to shit on the DJ life, that's for sure, but developing meaningful connection while you are abroad 28 days of a month, and just, you know, I assume people wake up in hotels and don't even remember what country they are in. You know, so just this everything at the end of the day should be about balance.
Yeah. Yeah, but you see, like this touring DJ like that under the roof of an agency, they exhausted, they get really sick. There's some depression, right, and there's some suicide also.
Yeah.
So it's also a reality. Again, the fast, the productive, everything should be, you know, scroll. That's also part of, as you said, the project.
Yeah.
And I'm not at all into it neither. I'm not saying that don't do it. There's people that completely like they work great on this pressure.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, like I rather prefer to be like, I do some tour, but I do some slow tour, I would say. Having the time to breathe, to know people, to network, to connect. And then to get some gigs that I really enjoy, and I'm not the day after wake up after 2 hours and then I'm on other country, and you know, like it's like, okay, so it's a choice. I rather do prefer this choice for my mental health also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
After another question, sorry to cut you off.
yeah.
After the 8 years of career from 2005, what was the thing that triggered you to stop, to take the break?
Exactly what we are at the moment. The world changed, the scene changed. I'm seeing myself like with a lot of pressure. You should too do this that way, be more on social media. That was the beginning of something at the end. That was 2012 that I quit, 2013 that I quit. The last year was 2012, but even at that moment, I feel, I seen like you have to promote a lot yourself online. That was starting to be really like a thing in the brand. And then I was like, I was kind of opposite to this little black sheep, but also I didn't have time. So I'm like, I feel now that I'm doing something that I don't like anymore. And why? It's not because I don't like the music. I don't like the way where we're going.
Yeah.
And actually, that was at the beginning, and now it's even more true.
Yeah.
But now I'm dedicated 100% on this.
Yeah.
So now it's become my career, and I'm drawing my career, and I take the time for doing all on the side of being DJ. I mean, like outside to perform, perform. But that kept me away at that moment. I was completely sick of it. I'm like, I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, it's exactly that. And then you say like that the first gig that you came back on was this Burning Man in Canada.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on this experience a little bit? You come there, you're definitely excited for your first gig in so long. Like, guide me through how it felt being.
Oh my God. That was one of the greatest moment and the greatest feeling that I had, because I'm like, okay, now I will test it out, like my new version of me.
Yeah.
Because when you comes from the years of 90s, 2000, 2010, and then now you in 2022, and then you're like, woo, that's another thing. And also like, I still have the skills, back in the day, like biking, right?
Yeah.
So you don't forget. But still, I was a little bit nervous, definitely. And I was definitely like, I have to talk with myself to, to get back on my shoes. And but that was at the end of my set, I was like, wow, like a remembrance, like a memory that was deep in my mind. And I'm like, this is why I was doing that. Exactly this feeling, this goosebump, this like kind of thrill that like you beat match this next track, you transition, you build something, and then you're like, and then at the end of the, the mix and everything, you're like, wow, yeah, like that was kind of feel like a dream still. Like I remember that, and that was exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, this is exactly why I should to go back in the scene. This feeling of like gratitude, reward, and not reward for the crowd, reward for like, I can do it still, and this love for the music. The music matters the most. And I was like, okay, this is, because I've been doing some other project, like singer, and then some bands and some other things. So I know that I needed this kind of like, this little something that's bring me really like so much satisfaction.
Yeah.
But that was such a beautiful moment. That's why also I came back. I'm like, okay, this is definitely meant to be. But the ultimate moment that's make everything change is when I decide to do like a kind of like become a nomadic artist.
Yeah.
So that changed everything in my perception of my career, right? Because I'm like, now I will combine the travels and the music.
Yeah.
So I, travel, like it will be 2 years already that I'm kind of doing that. Like I'm based here, but I'm always going and tour and always going in other country, like getting, kind of like learning about different culture, listening to some other DJ, like having all other experience, and then just pushing myself a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then just keep on learning, right? Because it's a learning curve. Don't pretend, again, DJ it's not easy. It's not, it's a learning curve. It's a learning journey. Every time that I perform, I learn something else. I try something else.
Yes.
I push myself at another level, like it's not like just, I'm not a jukebox. I'm not just playing tracks. I create a journey.
Yeah.
And I know when I play, and then I'm like, this is exactly the journey that I want to show and to bring you on.
Yes.
Because, like I have this consciousness or this awareness that it's not about tracks. I mean, yes, you can play some bangers easy, right? Some everything and nothing, no key matching, no genre matching, but when you are in my mind and my head, it's like a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
So I guess you understand what I'm saying.
I do. 100% I do. And like, just for maybe newer DJs or whoever out there that listen to this, what's some habits that you are doing these days to prevent the burnout that you had in 2013?
Yeah.
How differently do you treat your career now than you used to there?
I can tell that I was in burnout. I was really sick of it.
Yeah.
And I was really I was not able to see myself in this scene.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, as I have more time for myself, I take time also to decompress, to sleep. Some days I feel the FOMO, but it's always like that. I'm like, no, I need to rest, you know? So I take definitely some days off, sleeping way more than I should do. And, take care of myself, definitely. And not, like I definitely have this FOMO, like we especially when Phangan.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's a never-ending story. It's always so much going on.
There's always something. There is
Exactly.
always something. How did you even get to here? Tell me the story of how this island presented itself to you.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is a special one. Vibration of the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an island that I deeply recognize, like, this feeling of being at home, and this the quartz on the soil.
Yeah.
It's definitely there, because I didn't know that information when I came, and I know that was there. So I'm like, this is a really powerful place. This is a nice vortex. And this is exactly what I want to, where I want to live and to harmonize my frequency, my vibration with. I have a little bit of spiritual side also, but, and I've seen how much possibility this island. And that was not easy to me. I mean, now I'm growing, right, as artist and stuff, and I have more booking, I have more exposure, and I have more people who believe and trust in me and what I can bring, maybe different to the island or not, but what I can bring to the scene. But yeah, I don't remember your question. Can you?
My question was, how did you get familiar with the island? What drew you in here? Everybody has a magical story of how they met the island.
Yeah. After this kind of like feeling home right away, and then knowing that this place will be part of me and my life for a long time, I discover all those beautiful beaches and all this beautiful place to explore, to sightseeing, and beautiful people and amazing party. So it was just like, this is and I heard about Phangan before, right? And I knew that was a very special place, but definitely I'm seeing, I have the big picture, and I was like, this is a place that I really want to make my own. But as I said, that was not that easy for me. It's been, a year and a few months that I'm on and off, but people getting know me now. And but that was not that easy at the beginning. I was like, how comes that I can get more gigs? How comes that it's not easy to me? You know, how comes that I have refused and I have no comeback?
Yeah.
I've been facing that also, and I'm still sometimes. I mean, it's normal. That's part of like the dark side to be DJ also. No comeback. You just no reply. You just no hear back from those people, and you're like, that was a slow start, and I was like, that's the reality to being in place. There's so many DJ also. So many great DJs, so many DJs. And
At the end of the day, you're gonna have to bring something unique to any place. You're gonna have to bring yourself. And when you are authentic and when you're not putting any mask in order to get something from other people, and you're just being yourself, people will recognize. People will be, oh, this girl has the same face with everybody. She's not, oh, I'm gonna be like this with him and I'm gonna be like that with her because of him. I have something to get out of, but here I don't. And like, at the end of the day, here on the island, like, that's what makes everybody and everything so unique. Just the ability to be ourselves, to express ourselves as we are in the present moment, as it is. You know, like, I don't know a lot of people here. There are like two-faced people, you know, or I don't know it yet. Who knows? But only time will tell. But there's something that is so unique and so also a gathering to all of us, which is we just all want to be ourselves. We kind of all escaped from the mainlands where we grew up, and we all come here because we are looked for people that are our tribe. People that look at themselves, and like, we have a beautiful community that is all centered around self-development, about helping one another, about playing. Every time anyone is playing at Zen Beach, everybody is coming and you see the whole community, and that's what we are as human needs. We just need community. We need someone to hug us, someone to feel seen,
to feel connected.
Yes.
To feel part of, as you said, the tribe.
For something, be a part of something that is bigger than us. Is probably the main idea. And here it's just much easier to get it. And if your skills are enough and you have a good vibe to you, you will get whatever is coming your way. And just as much as it's important to get the gigs, it's so important to also, some of them, not get them and not be part of them, because the people that don't need to respond at the places that you don't need to play at will not respond. And that's also part of the journey. It's what it is.
Part of the work, right? To not feeling like you have to play everywhere. And sometimes I'm like, I kind of feel envious, and I'm like, why is she playing there? I'm not playing there. I'm like, because do you really need to play there? I'm like, oh, definitely not.
Either yes or no, but just everything happens exactly the moment it needs, and exactly in the right way that it needs. And then, like, when we trust our reality to just be exactly what it is and need, like, we're living from abundance. We are living not from this point of view of like, oh, I should have this and I should have that, because that will end up creating resentment and sadness and anxiety.
That's why we have to be open to the unknown. We have also like the I would say behind the scene to being DJs, like accepting and working of like our self-confidence, self-esteem, right? And then, or also the trust of the universe and the trust of something above that. Like, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. If it's not now, it's not now. If it's not me, it's not me. It doesn't mean that you're not good enough.
Yes.
And also, because being an artist and being a DJ were like so many choices. You will face that reality. You will face that no reply, that not, that refuse, that, and that could be trigger, that could trigger at some points, especially when you're from a background like I'm from, which is, not good enough, not feeling seen, not feeling enough love and stuff. If you if you see my Instagram and stuff, I talk about things like that. And I show things like that also because it's important. There's DJ, they're doing that for being seen, for being loved, for being beautiful, to show, to have this needs to be filled. And if you stick at that level, it's not the good way.
And at some point, like,
we have to work on our.
We're slowly all getting our platforms up, and people looking at us. And like, if you're not gonna be there putting a message of vulnerability, of authenticity, of be yourself, like, we have power.
Yeah.
Some people will look up to us and will be, oh, I want to be like this guy. No problem. Now it depends what kind of what kind of message I bring out with
Yeah,
me.
it's super important to me.
Yeah,
Yeah, because as you said, like otherwise you're just a product of something.
exactly.
But if you like, that's why I love. There's so many like, by example, female DJ that I look deeply under their reality and their journey. Charlotte DeWitt.
Yeah.
So that's one, the most authentic, powerful DJ.
Yeah.
Super authentic though. That's the same for her boyfriend and stuff. So I look at some DJ model for me that I'm like, this is exactly what I want to show. I don't want to show just the Angelica, like I'm super nice, beautiful, I'm hot, I'm like over there. And then, no, I'm also a human being, which has a story about some some sad story or like, some experience and some vulnerability, some wounds and stuff that is still on. We're still working on for years and years and years. We change and we grow and get better, and then a better version of yourself over the years. But yeah, I remember this little Angelica at 21 years old and 22 years old. That was a different way to behave and to show myself in the world when I was DJ.
Yeah.
Now it's another reality, and I don't need to feel this.
So before we finish this, if there's any Angelica, 21-year-old Angelica out there, what would you tell her to make her be confident in herself without relating it to how many likes she has or how many views she has on the story? What kind of advice would you give her and to yourself?
Yeah, it's so important. After, I'm almost 41 now. So 20 years ago, such a journey, such a path, right? And I know you out there, like this, especially the new rock star DJ. You're part of an agency, or your face is everywhere and stuff. But remember always why you're doing that. Remember always where that's from, and what you really feel resonate with this journey. It's at some points it's become too much to you. At some points you need a break. At some points you need to be out of there, or you feel that your identity is a little bit blur, right? And it's not what you are really. Like, look within and ask yourself what you really want now, and not, not letting this big machine control you. And that's why also in 2013, I retired, like early retired, because I was part of this agency, and I'm like, you try to control me. And I don't like it. And that's create tension, right? And almost resume like a fight and stuff. And I'm like, this is not me. What you expect from me, this is not me. This is what I want. This is not what I'm going.
Yeah.
So this is really, really important to respect what you are. And I know it takes time, because especially if you have the fame and that it feels so much need that you have, and you really
validating.
And you feel so finally beautiful, love seen and everything. It's will be hard to get out of there. But like, just think about what you really, really want, like in the future, right? And do you want to stay in this reality at this moment and at this year of your time? But yeah, it's so important that what you really do and feel and everything is aligned together.
Yeah.
And because that will be probably ends up like me back in 2013, that you will quit.
Yeah.
Or you will completely like get sick of it. And I'm not sick of it at all. I'm like just like so passionate and obsessive about that almost. But because it's really deeply resonate with me, and I really
you do it from a place that is healthy, that is good, that is you want to do it. You don't feel like you have to do it because someone tells you, because someone is trying to control you or to make a product out of you.
Yeah.
So bottom line, don't be a product, be a creator. Love yourself, be authentic, be vulnerable, send a good message. Angelica, thank you so much for being here with me.
So,
it was a lovely time.
It was lovely.
KohPhanCast, guys.
Join the journey, stay for a while.